CNN has been playing footage of the IDF in the basement, I believe it is, underground in the basement of the hospital that they have forced to collapse. One of the hospitals that they have basically collapsed. And CNN has been very, very proud of this, replaying this footage of, we were with the IDF as they went into the hospital and revealed the Hamas. So anyway, here is Max Blumenthal's analysis of it. And then I'm going to show you some video of what they're showing. But the Israeli army has failed to find tunnels or weapons stockpiled in the Rantisi hospital. Instead, it has turned up a pack of diapers and a calendar listing the days of the week. The presentation has become a laughingstock, except among the cretinous and narrowing base of support for Israel's exterminationist operation. But it has served a larger purpose, helping Israel obscure its real motives for attacking and occupying the 3 major hospitals in northern Gaza. These hospitals have provided oases for tens of thousands of displaced civilians whose homes were destroyed. Israel is determined to force them south, the people south, pushing them toward Rafah to generate pressure on Egypt to take them in. Eliminating these hospitals also allows Israel to manufacture a humanitarian crisis and ratchet up the pressure on Egypt to accept masses of sick and wounded refugees at hospitals of its own. Israel deploys desperate artifice to paint Ashifa Hospital, Al-Rantisi Hospital, and Quds Hospital as secret military command posts, when in fact it sees them as obstacles to the next Nakba. And so that is, and I feel like that really answers an important question. Many people are wondering, why would Israel attack these hospitals, even if there was so-called Hamas command posts underneath? It still doesn't explain why you would be so repulsive, so morally bankrupt as to bomb a hospital and kill and destroy it and literally kill so many children, so many desperate people. And so here's the answer. It's not just that Israel seems to have no qualms with murdering as many Palestinians as they can, but beyond just that, they're hoping to create a humanitarian crisis, which they have already done. They're hoping that that humanitarian crisis gets so severe that it pushes the people south, and Egypt has no choice but to open their border and allow these refugees to live in tent cities in the desert. So it is part of their plan, part of Israel's plan to actually destroy these hospitals in order to create the second Nakba, which, by the way, I showed it on here the other day. High-level ministers in Israel have called this the second Nakba, the second ethnic cleansing. Okay, so here's the footage that. This one is not from CNN, but this is the same footage that CNN aired.
A woman, clothes, and a rope.
And it's the IDF trying to say that because there's a chair and a piece of clothing and a diaper in a hospital, it means that hostages were kept there. And this is Hamas's command center. By the way, if you just look around what they're showing right now, it's a dingy old chair and basically nothing else. And this is supposedly a command center, right? We've been told that many times. Underneath the hospital is a command center. And we're looking at a dirty, broken chair and a dusty room that has almost nothing in it.
A rope next to the legs.
That was a piece of string. By the way, it was a piece of string that was too short to actually have tied anyone up. So it doesn't prove anything.
Look above this. Look above it. It's a baby bottle. It's a baby bottle in a basement.
So because a baby bottle is in a basement of a hospital with literally a World Health Organization, a World Health Organization box, because there's an old baby bottle there, that proves that this is a Hamas command center. I mean, it is so unbelievable. But I also like to continually point out that even if it were true, let's say they go down into the basement of the hospital and they find all kinds of Hamas stuff, just all guns and posters that say death to Israel and just all just the stereotypical movie set of a Hamas headquarters, just like the bad guy in True Lies, just his command center underneath. Even if they found that, it wouldn't freaking matter, okay? It wouldn't matter. It's still a genocide. It's still committing all kinds of atrocities. It's still against international law. It's still against the Geneva Convention. It wouldn't matter. Like, I like to keep pushing that because who knows if they go under the next hospital and, yeah, they find some Hamas stuff. Or maybe they just create a little movie set of a Hamas headquarters and they show us that. Either way, I like to keep pointing out that it doesn't matter.
We're now looking at an infrastructure. You don't.
So, all right, I want to skip to literally he's holding a curtain and he shows a couch. Like, it really is the most pathetic thing. But anyway, this is one of the key moments that CNN also highlighted is this calendar that he points to on the wall.
There is a list. This list in Arabic, this list says we are in an operation. The operation against Israel started in the 7th of October. This is a Guardian list where every terrorist writes his name and every terrorist has his own shift.
So many people have pointed out that this calendar, for those who can actually translate it, for those who speak Arabic, and they do show it well enough that if you spoke Arabic, you could read it. Many people have pointed out that all it is the days of the week. So it's a calendar showing the days of the week. And this proves what? That, like, but again, even if this were where they were holding hostages, we know Hamas has hostages that Israel seems to be trying to kill. But even if this was where they were holding hostages, and even if this calendar with the days of the week had something to do with it, even if that were all true, still can't bomb hospitals, still can't turn off all the water, electricity, and food, still all war crimes, still killed over 11,000 people, still killed 5,000 children. It's pure insanity. It's pure propaganda. And